Can't. Nope. Huh? Okay, I don't see it. We good? Are we on here? I think we're on here. We good, Chris? Give us a few seconds. Make sure we're good. We're good? Just about. Are we live? We're live. All right. Happy to be here. My name is Lauren Ruiz. I am new with Charlotte Vibe this year. Super excited. We are at the first home opener of the season against the Jets. Cannot wait. Chris is working out some technical stuff back behind the scenes, but he'll be joining me shortly. I'll give you a few facts while we're waiting. So the Panthers and the Jets have faced off 7 times previously in 2021. The last 2 times... No, I'm not reading them all. I'm just giving them a little teaser. Little teaser. The last time the 2 teams matched up was in week 12 of 2017. And this is another surprising fact. I knew it about our Panthers, but not about the Jets. So both of these teams have one of the youngest rosters in the NFL. Pretty cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot this game. Can't wait to see Sam play. Super excited. Also excited to see Christian McCaffrey back. It's going to be a solid season for us Panthers. Oh, here comes the man. Here he comes. He's almost ready.
I didn't want to leave her completely.
It's okay. It's our first game, so gonna have a few little bumps.
We can have a few.
We can have a few bumps. I'm feeling great. How are you?
Hot.
Hot. It's definitely hot. It's probably, I'm assuming, I don't know the temperature right now, but I'm assuming it's around 86. It's a wild guess. I've been sweating since the time we stepped foot outside. But it's getting pretty crazy out here. Lots of fans, which is great to see. Haven't had fans like this for, what, is this a whole year now? So this is super cool.
So you verify we're up and running?
Are we up? Yeah, I wasn't showing on mine, so you know.
Why not?
I don't know.
Let's see.
But it's showing on yours, so maybe now it's going?
Did you refresh?
I did, but it looks, oh, there we are. We're back. We're live in action.
We're just making sure that we're
this is what it's showing on mine. There we go.
Yeah.
Here we are. We're here. You good?
Yeah, we're showing.
I think we're good. Yeah.
Right.
Super excited. Like, I'm so stoked.
All right, you ready?
Okay, let's do a formal introduction.
Let's get over just a little bit.
Let's make sure we're getting in.
All
there we
right.
go. We're good.
Here we go.
We're good. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. So my name is Lauren Ruiz, alongside my great co-host, Chris Jenkins.
What's going on?
The man, the myth, the legend. So I've got a few questions for you. I know a lot has changed. Yes.
All right, let's get to them.
I got a ton. So a lot has changed for you in the last year and a half or so. So tell me what's been going on.
So it's been a long time since I've been back at the stadium. So it's really, really good to be back here. And as I was getting ready, I felt like I'm doing this for the first time because it's been so long. But I've had a lot of personal changes since I was last here at the stadium. I've now gotten married, so I can probably show my ring off there. Yeah. Gained a stepson, gained a grandson. And then my wife is expecting any day now to have my
literally any day.
Any day. So yeah, I have a baby on the way. You guys got to help me out and hope that I don't get any texts today or next Sunday about the baby because it's due on the 22nd.
Yeah. So the baby can wait until like 2.5 weeks so it can be in the away game, and then you'll be able to spend time with her at home.
That would be perfect.
Yeah. So keep your fingers crossed for that. We're hoping Chris's wife holds her baby in for 2 more weeks. All right, let's talk a little football. Predictions. Do you think we'll make the playoffs?
Yeah, so everybody loves to do predictions, and I don't go into like game-by-game predictions and scores, but I asked a lot of other local media, some really good guys and women, about their predictions on if this team would or would not make the playoffs. And before I answer that, I want to make sure that you guys know, let's step up a little bit, make sure that you guys know it's not whether or not we want them to make the playoffs, because it's always so much more fun when they do, but it was a unanimous we don't think that these guys are going to make the playoffs. But it's not to say that we don't think that they'll be competitive. It's not to say that we don't think there'll be some good games, because last year I think they were 5-11. Plenty of games where they were competitive, but just weren't able to eke it out. But we got a lot of young players, young coaching staff. So I feel like it's just going to take another year or so before we can really expect to cross that threshold. Plus, you got to look at these few parts of this, right? Best way to make the playoffs is to win your division.
Absolutely.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I would love it to happen, but Tom Brady is in our league, and he won it last year, so I would expect him to at least win the division, right? Then you got 3 slots that are left after that. The top 4 make it, then you got 3 extras. You got teams like New Orleans, you got teams like the Rams, and the NFC West is pretty strong. So it's just a tough battle when you look at it from that perspective for them to make the playoffs.
It really is. So we're going to be seeing a lot of changes this season with numbers and rules, et cetera. Want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so each year there are some points of emphasis and some new rules that are put out there for teams to adhere to. So one of the things that you'll see today, and was talked about a little bit in the offseason, was numbers. And I saw the game the other day, and it was a little weird. I saw like a defensive end for the Bucks, maybe, with the number 9 rushing. So that was like, it looks, you're thinking like it's a quarterback rushing, but basically guys can have a lot more flexibility in the numbers they have on their jerseys than ever before. So look out for that. Also, the league has, for years now, been wanting to cut down on taunting and unsportsmanlike conduct. So they are going to be strictly enforcing the taunting or lack thereof that they're going to be allowing. So, and the 15-yard penalty that comes along with that, as well as being kicked out of the game if you get 2 of those during the game. And then the other one will be the illegal forward pass. So from my notes, and I say my notes because I feel like this used to be the rule, but it's now a 5-yard penalty and a loss of downs if you do an illegal forward pass, and as well as if you do that in your own end zone, it's going to be considered a safety. So those are some of the rules and points of emphasis for this year.
Definitely. So I know there's a lot to look.
I remembered all that because earlier looking at the
I
notes
did not doubt you one bit.
Moment, I'm like, I'm ready.
I did not doubt him one bit. But I do have another question for you because I know I'm watching for a lot, but what are you watching for today?
Watching for, so lots of new things. Sam Darnold from the Jets playing against his former team, so we're going to be looking to see how he responds.
Definitely.
Christian McCaffrey, who's, whether or not he didn't play last year, you'd be looking for this guy, right, to see how he does.
Of course.
And then also, not because of the Jets relationship, but I was about to say Sam Darnold again. Robbie Anderson just got a new contract.
He did.
So you just look to see how a guy responds once he gets a new contract.
Definitely.
Robbie's always an interesting guy, so I want to see him just excel and continue to do great.
See, I know Christian McCaffrey's been out for a while, and like you said, we're all excited to see him. He's an animal. He's a beast. I know he's going to perform, but is he your main person you're excited for this year?
The main person I'm excited for?
Or is it Sam?
I'm excited for us. That's the main person that I'm excited for.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited for us, too.
Because I'm just so happy to be back. You know, we're about to go in here for the first time.
It's so fans
are
back.
But I'm going to wear my mask when we get inside.
Of course. You got to be safe.
I'm going to wear my mask. I don't want to have any kind of, I got the vaccination but still got it. Because these guys won't let me cover the team.
You got to be vaccinated in order to cover.
Yes. Weekly test, too.
Yeah. It's better to be safe, you know? So talk to me a little bit about the punt returner.
Punt returner. So what I didn't do was find out who the guy was before. But I do know that we brought a guy up from the practice squad to take punt returns. So DJ Moore is a guy that coach doesn't mind being back there to return some punts, but of course he's an integral part of this offense, so he doesn't want him back there all the time. But we did bring a guy up. I'll get Lauren to tweet it later who the exact person is.
Alex Erickson will be returning punts.
See that teamwork?
We got this.
Alex Erickson will be brought up from the practice squad and doing punt returns today. And also keep in mind, when COVID started last year, they gave some special rules. So one of those things is we can have 16 players on the practice squad. And you can also bring up guys from the practice squad like we're doing now. And you don't have to put them on your roster. And he doesn't have to go through waivers. So that's kind of really what we're taking advantage of to get a punt returner back there today.
Definitely. I'm excited to see him. I mean, it's also always great to see guys get moved up from the practice squad and get their shot at greatness.
They get a big check, right?
Oh.
Right? They get a big check?
Yes, significantly larger than their practice squad check. So I know he's really excited, probably along with his family as well.
Right.
So I got a few questions, 3 to be specific.
3?
Three to be specific.
Did we go through everything?
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. We did connection. I guess we can talk more about the Jets connections.
Did you tell them this big old thing?
I told them. Remember, you said I was giving stats early before.
You did.
I gave them a little bit of info, inside scoop, a little bit before we started.
Here at Charlotte Vibe.
Right? Charlotte Vibe, inside scoop, always.
Where are we next? You're the host.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you questions. I know we talked about Sam Darnold and Robbie Anderson. We already talked about them probably a little bit and their chemistry that they have together. So we'll just get right into the questions.
Oh, we didn't talk about the connection.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Sorry.
So, okay, here are my questions. Why is Ricci listed as a running back when he came in as a tight end?
All right, so that's interesting. I'm glad you mentioned that. We also got to make sure we're checking the chats.
Yeah.
Because I want to get into you guys. We haven't said it because we're excited to be out here, but we work for you It's the only live show that you'll see every Sunday that wants your questions and wants your feedback. So if you guys have not already started leaving questions and comments, please leave them. And as soon as I answer this question, we're going to go through some of those questions and also giving some shout outs. So,
yes, I don't see any questions yet. It said earlier that the video was distorted, which it did look like that for me now, but it doesn't look like that for me anymore. So I hope we're good.
I hope we're good.
But yeah, please ask us any questions. Feel free. We're here in person at Bank of America, and we're ready for all the questions.
Yeah, and we're going to do this every single Sunday before the game. Now, the look of it may change when it's a home game versus being an away game, but every single Sunday, an hour and a half before the game, please set your notifications. Join us live as we'll give you some facts and tidbits about the game and what to expect.
And it'll be fun, too.
And it'll definitely be fun.
It'll be a little bit more relaxed.
Well, I'm relaxed. I'm just a little hot.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be more fun, like, interactive-wise.
I'm such a gentleman because the sun's coming from here, so you actually kind of got a little bit of shade.
I know,
just
a little bit, but it still feels like it's beaming straight on my forehead.
So, the guy. Ricci, yeah. So, Ricci is – so, as you know, the fullback position has kind of started to go away in the NFL.
Yeah.
And for the longest, we were one of the teams, only a few teams that did have a fullback. We had Mike Tolbert for a while, and then I forget who we had most recently at that fullback position. So what this team has done is, you know, having flexibility as a player helps. So that tight end guy is someone who the coach feels like he's big enough as a tight end that he can also double as a fullback.
Definitely.
So they're actually going to, I think coach said they're going to change his number. I don't know what his current number is, but it was just player flexibility. You know, coach still wants the guy, if he can be used in more than one spot, that's great. So Ricci is that guy that can be a fullback, but if need be, if we start to get some depth, you know, if we get Ian Thomas hurt or what's the other guy, Dan Arnold, the other tight end.
So close to Sam and Dan.
I had to slow down to get through it. We have that flexibility, so that's why you've seen him in that position there as our fullback, because we're not going to use a fullback a lot anyway.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. So second question is, why is Yetur Gross-Matos not listed as a starter? Or why was he not?
Why not?
Yeah, why do you think he wasn't a contender?
Yeah, so he has been a contender.
Oh, yeah.
He's been pretty solid.
Well, once the roster was set, I mean, like, and they decided he was starting.
Yeah.
Morgan, I believe, was starting over him.
Going to be starting. So Yetur is still young.
Of course.
The whole defense is actually still young. So I would say that's currently how it is, but I wouldn't be surprised if in 3 or 4 games Yetur continues to mature and grow, and he'll be able to take over that position. I know you got a third question. I don't know the answer to that third one. I'm going to have to tell you, I don't know yet because I'm still getting, like, my quick story is I wasn't vaccinated until recently. So a lot of the preseason stuff where I have a lot of eyes on these guys, I wasn't able to. So I'm now starting to get there where I have a lot more information. You guys can ask me about any player. So that's one that I'm going to have to do my homework on and get back to you in the future, but I appreciate you asking.
He says, holograms at the moment. I like co-host. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm surprised. I don't know it is bad again.
Oh, well, that'll be some of the technology that we're working through.
That's so interesting.
She said it's so interesting.
That is, because I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that's probably something to do with something that
it's back.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It may go in and out a little bit.
Yeah. We'll fix it.
Basically, guys, it's been over a year since we've been out here. Some of the technology changes a little bit, so we're always trying some new technology to help with the live broadcast, and maybe it's unstable. So if you have stuck with us, thanks for bearing with it, but I'll continue to work on that and improve that so we can have some pretty good, some good broadcast.
Of course. I mean, it's first week out. You've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
I know there's always kinks that you have to work through when you go live for the first time, let's say that. So thank you for bearing with us. I don't know if anybody's still on here, but if you can ask some questions. Oh, we have a few questions.
All right.
Where can I find the game day? CBS say yes, I know. CBS it's frustrating when that stuff happens because I know I have CBS like the app, but sometimes it says it's blocked out. It depends on the state that you're in. I know if you're local, it'll probably work. You might be able to, I don't know if you have NFL Game Pass, but I'm pretty sure you can find it on there. But yeah, CBS is iffy sometimes with blackout rules, especially if you're not in the same state that the game is playing. Question, is CMC going to play like normal or under a snap count type of thing? What do you think?
He's going to, man, I just got a smell of some chicken.
I know, I smelled that. It's Bojangles.
Right?
Bojangles.
Bojangles? I'm not hungry yet, but, you know.
It's making me hungry.
What's your question? Because that chicken just.
The question was, Parker says, is Christian McCaffrey going to play like normal or under a snap count?
Christian McCaffrey is so eager to play. I got a chance to ask him about, you know, have you looked at this season since you had the preseason off like that, you're going to be better than ever? And basically he just looked at me and the Christian McCaffrey's like, I'm ready. I'm ready to play. So He's very excited, looking forward to playing. I know the offensive coordinator, they're excited to have this big weapon out there.
Yep.
I cannot see any kind of possible snap count
I don't see that
for that guy because, I mean, we need to win. He's a big
yeah.
asset. He helps everything work easily.
Yep.
So, no snap count for Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree with that. Let's see if there's any more questions. I don't think there's any more so far. Just Brad. I saw Brad. He asked about CBS. B. Evan, sorry about the holograms. Like, we're going to work through it.
So let me also, I was going to take the mic. Boom, I just took the mic. I don't know why I took
Mike's
the mic.
stolen.
Let me come back because I was telling her to no, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So inactives, which is the big thing that we do today. Wide receiver Shi Smith, which is no surprise because he was hurt all week.
He was.
Guard Michael Jordan. You got to like that name.
Michael Jordan.
Right? Michael Jordan's inactive
He was
today.
named after the GOAT.
He's the best. Defensive end Daryl Johnson. Defensive tackle Phil Hoskins.
Oh, Daryl's out.
Daryl Johnson is inactive today.
Wow.
Defensive tackle Phil Hoskins is inactive. Deontay Brown, guard. Linebacker Clay Johnston. Those are our inactives and I'm going to be a gentleman to give you.
I'll pass it back to me. Let's see. I'm going to keep checking these questions to see if you guys have any for me.
Yeah, we can wrap up if there's not.
Yeah, if there's no questions, we can always wrap up because we do have to get inside. Let's see. I don't think there's any more questions, so we can wrap it up.
All right.
All right. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us, all social media channels, platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, Charlotte Vibe. We got you covered.
Yes.
But again, I'm Lauren Ruiz, and this is my lovely co-host, Chris Jenkins. And we will see y'all. Oh, no. We got some Jets fans behind us. But go Panthers. Keep pounding. Oh, my. Panthers, 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 Panthers.